Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Galactic family. Shout out to everybody with a sound mind. God bless you. And shout out to the Drew Nation. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Let's go. Look, apartment tenants are evil and possessed by Satan because they monitor and watch your progress every single day. Let's talk about it. These people have nothing else better to do, and they want to make you feel like a bad person. They want to make you feel like you're constantly under their surveillance and that the walls are closing in on you and you don't have any peace. You don't have a moment's rest. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, there's one of them. And they're not even doing anything other than harassing you. They want you to see them. They want to frustrate you. They know you don't want much to do with them. They know that they don't have anything to offer. They know that you don't have meaningless conversations. They like to talk about nothing, and you won't talk about nothing with them. You won't engage with nothing with them. You won't let them treat you like crap. Once you saw how they were and the type of person that they were, you said, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with you, with your kind of people." And because there's more of them than it is of you, and you don't want anything to do with them, they're all the same. They are all the same. They all have something negative with them. They all have a bad spirit. They all got some type of hate towards you, some type of envy, some type of jealousy. And I know this is everywhere you go. So if you deal with this at your job, if you deal with this when you go out, you should be able to have some peace wherever you stay at the place where you reside. But there are certain people that see that you want that peace, and because you're not going to freely devote yourself, your undivided attention, all your love and energy to them, they're going to take it. That's how they feel. And they feel that they're more powerful than you, and they feel that any reaction is a good reaction, even if it's negative. So they don't care if they affect you negatively. They don't care if you react negatively. They'll kick you out. They'll get rid of you. They'll let people play games with you. So you have to take control of how you feel, because they're never going to stop, and they don't care how they treat you. I just left out my room and walked down the stairs. This lady, she came and walked fast. She's like old and crippled. She bust her butt to get in front of me. She got the same color shirt on as me, just to walk down the stairs slow. And I used to be feel like disrespected. Like, now I don't care. I just wait for them to get out the way, and I take a deep breath, and I go handle my business. It lets me know that I'm a king. It lets me know that I am a God. It lets me know that I am God, and I have God in my life, because that's why they try to attack. They know I have God in my life. They know I pray. They know that how I carry myself. I'm very respectful. I'm not a rude person. It's just I'm too respectful for them. You're too respectful for these people. You have God level respect. The type of respect and the type of energy that you have, you deserve to be around high level people. These are low level people who are absolute nothing. They don't mean anything, not even to God. God does not love them. These are people that are going to not be in the higher places. All right, these are not people who God has his favor on. God doesn't favor everybody. And because you have favor over your life and they don't, they feel some type of way, and they have to constantly let you know that you are better than them. What do you think all the little mean looks for? How come you always feel uncomfortable? You be so nice and so polite to people, but you the one that gotta feel uncomfortable around folks? It's because you're too good to be true. You're too good to be around them. All right? They are pure evil. There's nothing good about them. There's nothing good that they say. There's nothing good that they do. They may have their little religion. They may have their little prayer practices, but they're evil. They don't mean it. To them, it's vain. When people like that, those are the type of people that'll just go to church, say thank you Jesus, and then that's it. They don't have no spiritual aspect to their religion. They don't have no, if I do this to somebody, something bad's gonna happen to me. They don't have consequences. They don't have good spiritual laws that they abide by. They don't think that there's any spiritual laws they need to abide by, because they don't think there's no karma for their actions. But these karmics, they're going to get theirs. Everything they have coming to them, oh boy, they are going to get it. And the more that they start to do you dirty, and the less you react, the worse it's going to be, and the sooner it's going to happen. So that's when you know, when you start to grow and people are still doing the same thing, you're like, wow, I changed, and these people are still doing the same negative ish. Yo, they are about to get whooped by God. Your father is about to put a whooping on your enemies. Everybody that is out against you, everybody that's out against you, everybody that's out to get you, all the people who have a problem with you, but they don't have the heart to say anything to you, so they take it out on you passive aggressively. All those people are going to get theirs. All right, there they think there's no repercussions for their actions because you're not retaliating. Keep not retaliating. I could have pushed that lady down the stairs. And it's like they want you to push them down the stairs. But I'm not ruining my life over you. I'm not ruining my life over you. You're old. You're an old woman. You're an old lady. Why don't you like go knit a scarf? All right, go watch some stories. Go play with your grandchildren. Go clean one of the rooms here. Go do your job. Clean my room. All right? Clean my room. They hate to do that. I love watching them do it too because they hate to do it. But I am a peaceful, loving person. And I'm not doing, even if I'm the worst person in the world, even if I'm wrong, even if I'm mean, even if I'm rude, I'm nasty, I'm keeping it to myself. I don't involve myself with them. I don't speak to them. The worse they act, the more I act like they don't exist. So the fact that I'm acting like they don't exist and I'm better, they're taking that as a threat. I already look better than them. I already am better than them. I already have a better spirit than them, a better heart than them, a better mind than them, a better soul than them, and you guys too. All you guys, whoever is trying to attack you spiritually, you're better than these people, and that's why they do it. Like God creates us to do what we're here to do. God create whatever God gave you. Maybe God gave you looks. Maybe God gave you talents. Even if God did give you looks, it's to please Him. It's to draw people to Him. It's to bring people to Him. You may be beautiful, sweetheart. That beauty is not for you to attract men. It may attract men, but that beauty is for you to attract people to God. God gave you that beauty. God gave you that pretty face. God gave you those gorgeous looks for you to be able to that beautiful essence that you have. God gave you that to attract men to Him. God gave you that for sisters to look up to you and be like, I want to be like that sister. You got to be a sister of God. You have to be a sister that is a sister that's good, so that way other sisters will look at you and want to be an example. They don't want you to be an example for people. They want you to stay downtrodden. They want you to stay broke. They want you to stay depressed. They want you to stay angry, and they see you rising up. So the more you rise up, the less you're going to be around them, the less you're going to focus on them. So while you're around them, while you're in their presence, before God fully elevates you and blesses you for not retaliating, not giving them evil for evil, because you know God is about to bless you. When all these things, when Satan is trying to attack you through your parents, through your family, through your job, through where you live at, God is about to bless you, and all you have to do is keep doing your very best. All you have to do is keep believing in Him and keep focus. Keep your focus on Him. Keep your focus on your prayers. Keep your focus on your thoughts that are good, because the devil is trying to get your mind off of what you're trying to manifest. He wants to take your mind off of all the good that you want in your life. And the more he can get you to focus on these people, the more of that you're going to have in your life, the more unhappy you are. When you think about negative things that you can't change, or when you think about negative things in general, you become upset and depressed. So they see you walking, and they could tell that your energy is good. When you're a high vibrational being, people can sense your energy. But I told myself, I said, I'm not gonna walk around like I'm hurt or I'm depressed. When you act like, let me just act like this so they won't bother me. They stay low key and stay low radar. Hi, how are you? I'm not too happy today. I'm just gonna act like this so you guys will leave me alone. Number two, they're gonna still bother you. And number three, you're actually making yourself more depressed. You're actually doing what they want because you're conforming. You're trying to people please. They love that. They're gonna come around you even more because they're gonna know that they're getting to you. So no matter what you do, sweetheart, no matter what you do, baby girl, no matter what you do, homeboy, no matter what you do, sir, no matter what you do, brother, they're not going to let up. So we have to keep praying. We have to stay strong. We got to stay in our Bible. We got to stay in our sacred books. All right. And we have to keep learning. And we got to keep putting ourselves above these people. When you learn, you grow, you elevate. Even if there's no physical aspect of it yet, even if there's no paper money yet, you're still learning, you're still growing, you're still elevating. There's more forms of money than just physical paper dollars. There's money in the form of currency and energy. When you learn something that makes you better than a person because you figured out a way for somebody to no longer bother you anymore, if that ain't money, I don't know what is. These people done pushed me so close to God. Me and God are best buddies. He's my friend when I needed a friend. He's my only friend. He's my mom. He's my dad, my brother, my sister, my girlfriend, my husband, my wife. He's everything, and I won't take it back. God is your everything. God is my everything. And that's how it has to be, because he's the only one when people try to call you crazy. He's the only one when people, hey, buddy, something wrong with you? He's the only one. All these people try to discredit you. All these people, because you have a high level intelligence and you're spiritually aware of spiritual warfare. You are awake and these people are asleep. So the fact that they're not seeing what you're seeing, you have to continue to go to God, and you cannot try to make people see the way of the world through your eyes. No matter what's going on, a lot of them are ignoring it because they're the ones that are implementing the evil attacks. I just got done speaking to somebody who was like, well, I don't know, you may need to, I don't know if you're all going to be okay. You seem a little off. Maybe something wrong, gaslighting the hell out of me. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, I know it's not me. I know there's nothing. And then as soon as I walk out my room, boom, here comes somebody doing the same thing that I don't like. Something that I used to have an issue with, something that plays with a person's mind. Person got the same color clothes on as me. That don't even bother me no more. I done prayed that away. It don't affect me. The person, they want to rent space in your mind, and they want to be more important to you than you are to yourself. They want to be more important to you than you are to yourself. You could never. You could never be more important to me than me. The most important person in my life is me. But when you get to certain places and people see that you're chosen and they see your anointing, there are little groups and cliques within areas that you go to that are already set in order for people like you before you even get there. Like that's why it's called gang stalking. They are a gang. They're a group of evil demonic beings that when they see somebody stronger than them, when they see someone better than them, happier than them, more glorified than them, they gang up against that person and they want to break you down, and they do it with your mind. They have to attack your mind. That's the only point that they could get to, is the mind. So they're going to watch you. They're going to figure out what you don't like. They're going to try to get in your head. They're going to do all these things to try to stop you. They got people working here right now on this place to try to stop me from making my videos, and I'm still not letting that stop me. 8:30 in the morning, they're with a saw outside my door. I didn't even let that bother me. I slammed some stuff against the wall. I got my little aggression out, my little anger out. But now I'm not even letting that bother me anymore. It doesn't affect me. I prayed about it. I got it out. I got it over with. I got it out the way. When you go to your scriptures, that anger will flee. That anger is a spirit. It will flee. You have to defeat your own demons, and you have to fight your own demons. All right. When you fight your own demons, these demons on the outside will flee. They have no choice. All right, these demons are trying to attack you through your own spirit, through your own lower nature, through your lower self. What revolves around the lower self of a person? Anger, rage, frustration, hate, jealousy. They are jealous of you, and they want you to be jealous of them. You're going to become jealous of people when they have a whole group against you, and it seems like they have peace. I'll tell you right now, even if they seem like they have peace, they could have just got done bothering you. They will never have peace as long as you're around. That's why they have to keep bothering you and keep having to attack your peace. You could be quiet. It's been times where I've been quiet. I stayed to myself. I stayed inside the whole day. As soon as I come outside, here they are. That's when they really got to get you, because it's like, yo, they didn't get to try to attack you the whole entire day. But all they're doing is making me better. All they're doing is making me read more. All they're doing is making me elevate. And my head is already big. My brain is going to keep growing. And I'm going to keep praying. Sooner or later, I'm going to remember every word in the Bible. Sooner or later, I'm gonna remember every single prayer, and I'm gonna be fully equipped, fully armored. I'm gonna have everything that I need, and I'm gonna know everything that I need to know to stay strong in spirit and to be a true warrior. Because that's where God is taking me. This is spiritual warfare, and I'm a warrior on the battlefield. And I'm ready. I'm ready to send them soul. I'm ready to send some spirits back to the Most High spiritually. I'm not talking about harming anybody physically, because we don't battle against flesh and blood. We battle against wicked spirits and principalities in high places. So I'm doing this from a mental point of view. If you think you're going to attack me in my mind, I'm going to defeat you and kill you in my mind. I don't even have to touch you physically. I don't have to get into no physical altercation with you. We don't have to knuckle up. All I got to do is destroy you in my mind, and that's it. If I destroy you in my mind, you're dead to me. Doesn't matter if you're in front of me. Doesn't matter if you're walking beside me. Doesn't matter if you're trying to catch up to me. If I defeat you in my mind, you're dead. You do not matter. And all I'm doing is making these people as less significant and mean less and mean less and less and less. And I'll be so happy. Even when they do stuff I don't like, I'm still happy because I'm able to get over it. I'm able to get past it. I'm able to get around it. Only reason why it ever bothered me was because it was affecting my mind and bothering my peace. But once I realized, I'm like, I have control over my mind. If I can't affect them that way, they don't have the power to affect me that way. And I'm telling you right now, you affect them more than you'll ever know. It's just they are good at hiding it. You're not the first person that they attacked. That's how these evil beings live their life. They're fake, they're evil. They find people to trap, they find people to destroy. All right, they want to trap you with their narcissism. They want to trap you with their evil attitude. Every time you go out, every time you pop up, here they come. Just want to be mean and nasty to you for no reason other than the fact that you have God in your life, and they hate you for it, and they wish they had your life. That's why they have to treat you the way they do. They don't treat anybody else like they treat you. You'll see them all be friends. You'll see them all click up with each other and all group up with each other. And even if you tried to be their friend, they would imagine how bad they would have treated you. This is how they're treating you when you're not even speaking to them and you don't want anything to do with them. Imagine how bad they treat you if you actually were trying to be friends with these people. That wouldn't be any good for you. That wouldn't do you any good. And because you're speaking the truth, and because I know they hear me make my videos, I know that they hear me speak the truth, they don't like what I have to say. I don't like how they have to act. If you don't like how I have to say, you should probably change how you have to act. Maybe if you didn't behave around me the way you did, some of the things I said in these videos would never even have to been said. But they feel the need that they could just treat people however they want. So if you feel you could treat me however you want, my only outlet is to voice my opinion, I'm going to do that. Because there are other people out there who need to hear this, because they feel the pain, and they need to know that there's other people out there going through this with them, and they're not alone, and that we're all strong in Christ Jesus, and we're all strong with God, and we're all strong with our Father in heaven. All right, and there's nothing that they can do. The more you work on yourself, the more you better yourself, you are going to see God manifest himself inside of you. You are going to see God manifest himself inside your mind. You are going to see God's spirit manifest himself inside your spirit. You're going to see God manifest himself into your life. And the power and the presence of God is going to be with you. Just like a phone, just like your backpack, just like your car, just like your shoes, just like your pants, just like your shirt. God is going to be with you. God is going to protect you, and you have nothing to worry about. These evil souls, these wicked spirits, they are going to get theirs. Trust and believe. The more peaceful you are getting, the more respectful you are getting, the better you are getting, the easier it's going to get for you to ignore these people and just let go and let God handle it. The more you can let go and let God handle it, the scarier they're going to get. Because all we have to do is not retaliate. All we have to do is not react. All right, these people, they're trying you. Maybe you do have to work on yourself more than the average person. Maybe you do have to work on yourself more than other people. But Ralph Smart said the sensitive people are the strongest people. The sensitive people are the strongest people. Ralph Smart said that. Million subscribers. The most sensitive people are the strongest people. All right, the fact that you could feel everything that people are doing to you, the fact that you could feel the negativity, the fact that you could feel the hate, sooner or later, you're going to be able to manipulate that energy and turn it into whatever you want. These people are going to be running from you. They may be powerful now. They're weak. They're not powerful. They have to gang up on you, one person. That lets you know who really has the power. You have the power because you have God's power. Speak what you want into your existence when these people pop up in your life. Speak what you want into your life after you deal with them. Don't tell yourself it's over. Don't tell yourself that you're defeated. Don't feel defeated. Work on yourself. Go to God. Go to your mind. Work on your mind and tell yourself whatever you need to tell it until those negative feelings go away. You are not those thoughts. All right. If you have any negative feelings or any negative thoughts from these people that just won't leave you alone, you're not those thoughts. You're not those feelings. Don't forget that. You are not those thoughts. And those thoughts attached to those negative feelings, you're not those either. Don't worry about how these people feel about you. All right. They are going to try to make you feel like it's something wrong with you because they are the one with the actual problem. How is it something wrong with you when you're praying every day? How is it something wrong with you when you're going to God and asking him for guidance and asking him for help? You are the most sound-minded person in your whole entire life. I guarantee it. If you pray every day, if you talk to God every day, you're more mentally better off than everybody you know. But the thing is, because you're waking up to how they treated you, you're waking up to the truth. Oh, you changed. You're right, I changed, because if I stayed the same, I would have wound up dead dealing with you. If I stayed the same, I would have wound up ruining my life and throwing my life away, thinking that I have to please you my whole entire life, thinking that you're more important than me. Of course, you're going to change when you start. People are going to say you're going to change when you start putting yourself first and you disregard them and all their shenanigans. When you stop paying attention to their foolishness. When you stop letting their retardism affect you in a negative way. When you stop letting these slow pokes try to wear you out. That's all they're trying to do. They want to put so much stress on you to where you can't even think straight. They don't want they don't want you to have peace. When you're reacting, they're able to kick their feet up, and as even if you're yelling, even if you're screaming, even if you're throwing a temper tantrum, they're able to go, ah. It's like ocean waves. You know how we go out into nature, you know how we go to the beach and it'd be straight silent and we just hear peace. They get peace from our destruction. They get peace from destroying others. They're demons. It's what they do. People want to call you out and say it's something wrong with you because you are speaking truth to power. You're speaking truth about your experience. You're speaking about what negativity other people are involved in. And now they want to look at you sideways because you said something about them. Oh, well. No one's saying anything about how they're treating you. All ganging up against you. All trying to make you feel less than. All trying to get in your head. All of them. All want some of that energy. They all want some of that reaction. And it's like, you'll go to try to talk to the people. Hey, this person's doing that. This person's doing that. The more you go to talk to them about it, all they're going to do is just make another person do it. So now it's not this person, it's that person. So it's like, what? You're supposed to tell on this one, tell on that one. You're supposed to just tell on everybody. At some point, you're just going to have to come to a point where you're like, yo, I have to accept this. This is my reality. And the more you accept that, the more peace you're going to have, because they don't have any power over you. It's all in your head. It's all in your mind. Keep working on your mind. Don't allow them to tell you anything that you're not. Don't believe anything that they say. Don't let them make you think that they're right when they're not right. You know these people are wrong. You know it's not right to treat someone like that. And the fact that you're standing up for yourself, they have something negative to say about you. Your behavior is weird. There's something wrong with you. What's weird is people following a person and not even saying nothing to them, not even wanting anything from them, just watching them and just trying to get you to get upset because they're stalking you. They figured out how to try to get underneath your skin because you reacted to them. And now, because you gave them a reaction, whatever they did to get that reaction, they're going to keep doing it. So they're going to keep stalking, and we're going to keep not letting it bother us. We're going to keep enjoying our day and having a positive day because our minds are so strong. Don't ever sleep on the power of your mind. Your mind is stronger than their stalking. Your mind is stronger than their negativity. If it ever bothers you, all you have to do is bring yourself back to a place to where you tell yourself, there's no power outside myself. Nothing can affect my mind. I am God and I stand alone. You worship the true, honest, most high God. They have to flee. You can't think positive and you can't think negatively at the same time. You have to choose one. So when if you're entertaining them, if they're frustrating you, you're not thinking positive. So all you have to do is change your mind because a new thought produces a new effect. These gang stalkers, these people that want to bother us, they are causes, they are not effects. If you think a different thought, a new thought produces a new effect. So if they're bothering you, you're thinking thoughts along those lines of them getting on your nerves. You're thinking thoughts like, they're bothering me, they're affecting me. You're thinking thoughts like, oh man, I'm upset about this. Don't think thoughts like that. Don't think thoughts that make you feel weak. Don't think thoughts that make you feel like a victim. Think thoughts, they may be trying to victimize you. They may treat you like a victim, but you don't have to act like one. You don't have to think like one, and you don't have to feel like one. And you shouldn't. Feel empowered. Keep working on your mind. Keep working on your energy. Keep saying your affirmations. Keep saying your prayers, and you will get your strength. You will be able to defeat them mentally, and you'll make them run because they're going to sense an energy shift. They're going to sense your energy change, and that fear that they could sense when they come around you is going to turn them right around because it's not going to be there. There's going to be too much God there. It's going to be too much good information there. It's going to be too many scriptures there. It's going to be too many affirmations there. It's going to be too many sacred books read to help you deal with these fools, with these clowns. They are clowns. All right, they are clowns. They're worthless. They're not worth the time of day, but they think they are. They're not worth anything. They're not worthy of anything, but they want you to treat them like royalty when you're the royal one. They're supposed to be treating you good. They're supposed to be rolling out the red carpet for you, but they want you to throw your jacket on the mud so they can walk over a puddle. All right, they want you to lay down on your stomach face flat and let them walk over you. They want you to be their doormat. How come you're not letting us treat you bad anymore? There's something wrong with him. Something wrong with that guy. He's not letting us treat him bad anymore. Really? When you wake up and you change and you start to not accept the same treatment, people are going to look at you like you're doing something wrong because they treated you like that the whole time. But now you're waking up, you're not taking it anymore. You're realizing that, this is not right. I'm not dealing with this. You're not going to treat me like that. I don't care how you feel about it. There's nothing wrong with you because you see something wrong with other people. And because you are able to see that it's something wrong with them, they have to try to gaslight you. They have to try to make you doubt yourself and make you think you're the one with the issue. When you're not, you can see it as clear as day. And you know they wrong. You know they wrong. You can see it as clear as day. God gave you a sound mind, and every morning when you wake up, and every night before you go to sleep, you thank God for a sound mind. Let that be your prayer as you go to sleep. These people want to tell you that it's something wrong with you. They want to try to make you question your reality and make you question your sanity. Okay, let's see. Let's bring God into it. I may have been thinking that I can handle this all on my own. You know what? Let me ease my burden. All right, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. When you ease your burden, when you give it to the Lord, your yoke is easy, your burden is light. That's what Christ said. He said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. And say that, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. I give it to you, Lord. My yoke is easy. Whoo, that feels good. Whoo, wow. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. I give it to you, Lord. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. I give it to you, Lord. God is good. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. Lord, I give it to you. Thank you for a sound mind. Thank you for a healthy mind. Thank you for right thoughts. Thank you for right thinking. See, when you pray to God like that, people going, when you pray to God like that, people going to be looking at you like you're on one, because you're on a higher level of thinking. You think like God. They did the same thing to Jesus. Jesus had to leave his hometown. Every single one of us going to have to leave our hometown. They did the same thing to Christ. All right. Read your Bible. Read your books. Read positive affirmations. Write positive affirmations down. Speak positively to yourself. Look in the mirror every day. Tell yourself what you would want your best friend to say to you. If you had a best friend, picture yourself being your own best friend. Go into the mirror and picture yourself saying everything that you would want someone to say to you if they were your best friend, to lift you up and pick you up. And I guarantee you're going to feel good. You're going to feel great. And these people aren't going to be able to affect you like they think they can. So don't let anybody try to get you down with this stalking, with this negative behavior. They're all demons. They're all demonic. Doesn't matter if it feels like nobody's in your corner. Doesn't matter if the president's against you. Doesn't matter if the owner's against you. Doesn't matter if the tenants are against you. Doesn't matter if the tenant got flying monkeys as the people who live here renting. Doesn't matter. They can all come against you, because you know what? They can't beat God, and they can't beat the God in you. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Shout out to the galactic family, and salute to the Druuill Nation. We out.